Hey everybody, Brian with the Lots Project here, and today I am going to show you how to take some cable off the reel at your big box store, a couple of ends from Amazon, and make yourself a 30 amp extension cord for your RV. Alright, well, I picked these ends up on Amazon. I think they were like 20 bucks for the pair. They came as a pair. You could get them individually if you needed, or as a pair, and so I did. This cable actually came from another cord I made, emergency extension cord on our trip to Tennessee. You can check out the video I talked about, explained what I did, how I made that cord. I will put that link in the video description. But the first thing I really will do in this situation is probably get these open, see how much wire I need inside stripped away to actually make all the connections, what it's looking like, what I'm dealing with. And so I'll get both of these open, then I'll prep the cable for putting the ends on. I'll install the ends, and that'll be that. Okay, if you see here, to take this apart, what I have is 3 screws, one in there, one here, one here. These actually hold a collar in here that holds the cable inside the hole. So to open up, we don't really have to open these up. Eventually we will, but we just take these 3 screws out. Corey said I couldn't get them almost out. All right, I'm gonna have to get back with you. I'm on call for work, and sounds like I'm getting a call. All right, false alarm, don't have to leave. I'm gonna finish this up. So we'll get these out. And then this one, of course, is down in here. My screwdriver won't reach, so I just grab a whatever. And just never know when it's going to be all the way out. Can never make it easy. All right, so that fell apart. There we go. That's what we got. Like I said, these screws here are a collar that'll clamp down on the cable when they come in, and we will attach our colors here. And inside, normally we'll have a silver, a brass, and a green screw, but in this, if you can see down in there, it says white, black, and green, so it makes it pretty easy where we got to run our cables. All right, this is the female one. I'm gonna get that male one open, and then we'll get them together. So this one's a little different, as the screw over here on the side, but same configuration. I'm guessing, I haven't opened this one up yet, but guessing it's the same thing on the inside. And here we go, same thing. Written where the colors need to go, clamp downs for each one, and hold down here. So I will grab my cable, grab my knife, and show you how to strip them back and prep them up for getting installed. All right, so what I'm gonna do to start out is, I showed you where the colors are printed on the inside. This is where we're going to clamp down the wires once we get them stripped. So I'm going to need cable with the outside coating to come in through this hole here and come out and be able to clamp down on that. So I'm going to hold my cable here. I'm going to pretend that this outside sheathing's cut off already and running up through, and connecting to these. I'm going to give myself a little extra room. I'm going to say, okay, if I cut the coating off the cable at this point, those inside wires you can see there will be all free to move around, come up here and attach, and I'll have plenty of room. I can tuck them in and seal it up and then clamp down on this around the whole coating, because that's how it's designed to be. So I'm going to say that's about here. I'm going to hold that. I mean, it's just an approximation. You can go a little less or a little more depending on your confidence. I don't have a wire stripper that's big enough to do this cable, so I just kind of do it with a knife and try to be careful and not cut the wires on the inside, because then you're going to lose that amount of cable. Sorry about moving out of the camera. When I'm cutting with a knife, I don't like to be in an awkward position. Here we go. Take a little bit at a time, bend it, see if you're close. Eventually it'll break free when you bend it. You pull it off with a pair of pliers. Take your time, don't go too fast or you'll end up nicking the cables on the inside. You have to start all over again. So I just kind of go real slow. Eventually it comes free. You can kind of peel off what's left, just nick it a little bit, stretch it. Take some. There we go. Finally let loose. Pull it right out. There we go. They do make tools that are actually meant for doing that. They make it a lot easier. But I don't have one here, so I use what I got. Clip off the excess here. And that's probably way too much, but this is for demonstration purposes, and I don't mind losing a little bit of cable. So what you're going to do next is take this. When we looked in the inside here, we said that we had black, white, green. So right here we got black, white, green. We're going to need to be able to attach each wire to its terminal. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to strip back about 3/4 of an inch off of each one of these, just like we did this, but on here down to the bare copper of each one, and then we will attach them underneath each one of these screws. So to do that, I'm actually going to use a wire stripper. These are from my work van. They're kind of rusty and beat up, but they work great. So they show sizes here on the sides. I'm going to go to 10 gauge stranded. These are stranded wires. They are not, it's not solid wire. Put it in the 10, go about 3/4 of an inch, maybe a little more. Pull it off, and there you go. Got wire to make a solid connection. I'm going to do that for all three. and the white. There we go. So we'll be able to attach those. We're going to want to open up our screws here, have them prepped. Actually, these screws come out. I think these ones come out. Yeah, they come out. So we could actually attach all these and then slide them back in. I might end up doing that. Probably end up being easier, but yeah, we will see. One thing I do have to do before I look at here, sometimes this gasket here will be split, so you can actually open it up and lay things in, so we could get everything attached and then just lay it in here and make it solid. This looks like it's a one complete piece, so I'm gonna have to feed this through here and then attach these, otherwise I won't be able to get them through there after the fact. So I'm gonna open this up. So whether we pull those things out and attach them or do them while they're in the plug won't matter, because we have to thread this through here anyway. First, might be able to mess around with them and get them to go through there after the fact, but I don't want to mess with that. You can always go further. So we have this coming in here now. We'll probably end up trimming these off. I did them all at once, just as an example, but like the ground here doesn't need to be this long to come in and go this close. So I'll end up cutting that off at the end, and we'll just make it work here. So I will show you with the white and the black what we're gonna do. So we're gonna loosen up this screw. If you can see in there, there's a terminal where this is going to go in.
Let's see if I can get it in there.
I didn't get it far enough anyway. I'll pull it out and do it. So I pulled it out to show what we got here. And as you unscrew that, the little plate underneath goes down.
Do it again.
So when we screw it in, it will tighten up in here.
Yep.
So when we unscrew it, the plate drops down, and that's where we're going to end up putting our wire. We're going to take our wire. It's hard to do while I'm showing you guys. I usually have to look at it while I'm doing it. We're going to put that in there. We'll get all the wire in there and bend it around. These particular ones I don't care for. If it was just a screw with a washer, you'd wrap that wire right around. See, I don't like this. We're gonna have to back this out or push it in there, otherwise it won't fit down in the housing. Probably because I took it out to show you the demonstration, but we'll get it back in. And then what will happen is we'll end up tucking this in here like this. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all wired in. I got to make some adjustments, make some cuts, and put them back together, and then I'll come back and show you what I did. Don't unscrew it too far or the screw comes out and it ends up coming apart. But just start the screw again. All right, I got them all trimmed up, locked in their places, and then I'm going to lock this. I'm going to put the cover back on. I'm going to clamp this down, which will tighten it all up, and this end will be on. What tightening this collar does is help from when you pull on the cord, it's pulling on the rubber coating and not the connections you made inside the plug end. Go ahead and put the screws back in the way we took them out at the beginning. And then we'll tighten up these last two as much as we can down around that cable. And you'll feel it snug up. Better with that one. I just grabbed a few screwdrivers out of my truck, my electrical screwdriver and stuff, and these are not meant for that. They are actually meant for just your standard household Phillips. So my square bit doesn't fit in them. My tiny screwdriver doesn't, so multi-tool to the rescue. I'll put a link for this one-handed tool down in the show notes too. I have a blog review, I believe I have a video, I have Amazon links, so check it out. I really like it. I carry it every day. I'm lost if I don't have it with me. All right, so this female end is done. I'm gonna burn through and put the other one together. I already have it stripped off from taking it out of the other cable. Like I mentioned, the story of that one is in another video. I will put that link down in the description, and you can check that out. All right, tighten those down. Last of the clamps. All right, so that's all there is to it. Just made this plain old cable we took off the roll at the big box store. A couple of ends from Amazon, 20 bucks for both of them. Cable, depending on your area, gonna be pretty spendy. This is 100 foot of 10-2 with ground, and that, yeah, it's pretty spendy. So But anyway, cables ends are on. Now I got my nice 100-foot extension cord for my RV, run 30 amp, and that's what our inverter will take. So yeah, I'm not gonna burn this up anytime soon. For more videos like this or my podcast, my wife Corey does videos about her grounding experience and journey doing barefoot living, and we also have videos about our St. Bernards, Walter, Norman, and Clyde. Check us out. Definitely subscribe. Hit the like button on the video. Check out all the links in the show description, especially these ends that you can pick up on Amazon if you're looking to make yourself your own extension cord. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.
I can feel the sun.